My name is Shannon Pridgen, and I have been the sole owner and employee, just me, of Bean Tree Soap for about 17 years. I started making soap in 1997, I think, but I started selling soap around 2002 for a friend of mine that had a website that offered natural baby supplies, you know, cloth diapers, whatever. And so I started making soap for her website. And when she decided to pursue other things, she insisted that I needed my own website, and I sort of dragged my feet about it. I was like, I didn't really want to take on all of that. I had young children, but she insisted and built a website for me. So it's like, okay, well, here I am. I started offering soap at our little plant nursery in a small barn that we had out there. And it became an outlet for me because I did have young children. And when you have young children, you are never alone. And, you know, we were working out at the nursery, I was raising kids, and that can be very consuming. And I think I felt like when I chose to stay at home with my children, that there was a sense of my own identity that was getting lost in these title of somebody's wife and somebody's mother, and making soap, that was something that was just me. So I realized that the only time as a mother of young people that I was left alone was when I was in the shower. Like, they would still barge in when I was like on the toilet, but when I was in the shower, people generally left me alone, and I couldn't hear their cries because the water is so loud. And so the shower became just a really important time for me to relax, you know? So that, in conjunction with making the soap, I realized that for some people and some parts of their life, that 15-minute shower in the morning is really one of the few acts of self-care that they have time for. And that should really be elevated. If you can do nothing else in your day except take that shower, you should be able to really enjoy it with a bar of soap that really elevates it from something you're just doing to get through the day to something that you can recognize as an act of loving yourself. So having a soap with good ingredients, a soap that you really like the smell, a soap that's visually appealing, a soap that you can, I know this sounds crazy, but a soap that you can almost identify with it being something that's yours. So that became really important to me, and that's kind of where I'm at now. I offer, some soap makers just will do, they'll focus on just using essential oils, which are great, and I do those. And then other ones make really cool soaps with, you know, fragrances and sort of these outlandish themes, and those are fun too. And so I try to do both. I hate limiting what I'm able to do. I want to be able to do whatever strikes my fancy at the moment. Like sometimes I'll be out and it'll be a random thing, and I'll think, gosh, what would that be like as a soap? Like, you know, we play a game with my son, who is a huge history buff and knows just about everything there is to know about World War II. We play this game where, like, we will name a random item and have him relate that to World War II. Sometimes I kind of do that with myself about soap. Like, if somebody will name, like, a random thing, I'll be like, how would I make, like, a soap that reflected that idea? And that's the fun part for me. It's when it becomes, like, repetitive and simple and there's no challenge. I'm like, I can do it. And I do it quickly, but that's not where the fun is. So